Hello fellow riders and welcome back to Airhead Barn. Today we are going to focus on bodywork of our R90S, and I'm going to show you how you can actually bring this 50-year-old paint back to shine. As you know, I decided not to repaint this bike but use it as original and then try to correct paint as much as I can. Paint is 50 years old and it's showing some signs that cannot be easily corrected, such as paint chipping and peeling. Those areas I'm just going to leave as they are, but healthy part of paint can actually, with a very simple process, can be brought back to life, so it shows all its shine. Common debate is, among people that restore bikes, whether should they, keep it original, is it fine to have that patina on a bike, or should they repaint it? And there are pros and cons for both approaches. People that like patina, they always say that it's original only once, so if you repainted it, then it's not original anymore, and I can totally see that. On the other hand, if paint job is done right, it can really look amazing. What you are going to do, it's really totally up to you. For this bike I decided not to repaint it but to correct paint to the best that I can. So how we are going to do this? You can, maybe if you don't feel skilled enough, you can, if you don't have tools, you can check it with some of the detailing business, and because approach that I'm going to show here is pretty common. So we will first start with washing, and here I have a front fender that we are going to use as example. I already finished the rest of the bike. This one basically looks the best. I don't have a lot of chipping and peeling of paint here, so it will really show you what can be done using this process. To do it, you might need to consider getting some tools such as buffer, especially if you have a clear coat. Buffing by bare hands of a clear coat sometimes can be very tiring. If you have a single stage, then it might actually work just fine, without the buffer, but you will just need a bit more time to do it. Alright, so without further ado, let's proceed with this one. So what we are going to do is, first I'm going to wash this fender. You can either use something like this, which is a waterless wash, or you can wash it standard way with a soap and a bucket. Either works. The important thing is to get rid of as much dirt as you can from this fender before we approach with buffing it. After that, washing never actually removes all the contamination from the paint. Keep on your mind that this fender was on a road like for 50 years, and there's a lot of dirt and contaminations in a paint, and you really want to get rid of that before you start buffing. So to actually remove those, I use a clay bar, and then this mist and wipe detailer with a clay bar. I found it works really nice. After we are done with that, we can then proceed with buffing compound, which gives this is like extra heavy cut. I like using Meguiar products. I use them for cars as well when detailing them, and they work pretty nice for me, so that's what I stick with. If you have your favorite product, feel free to use that one, but this is what I use. So for rubbing compound, those are orange pads that you are using with a buffer, and this is 110. And then for polishing, that's black pad that you are like a sponge that you are using with a buffer, and then polishing compound 210 has a code. After we are done with that, then I just use this Carnauba wax, just give it a bit of smear, and then with a microfiber cloth I clean it finally to give it some protectant, and I hope you will like how it looks like. Alright folks, so this is our dirty fender, and now we are going to give it some love. Okay, so okay. So this one already looks much better, and my father would probably at this point say there's nothing else you need to do about it. This looks great, so just mount it on a bike. But we will definitely take it a step forward and then try to bring it back as much as we can. Okay. All right. Now clay bar. So if you see, for instance, here I have something that doesn't go out easily, and then with a clay bar I'm able to remove that. And it doesn't scratch your paint, what is the most important thing. Okay. Okay, now it looks even better. Nice. So rubbing compound goes on orange pad, and now you just smear it first over your bodywork. You want to saturate your pad so it doesn't fly everywhere. If you have some paint chips, you could use like 1000 grit sandpaper and just sand it a bit before rubbing. Right. Now speed 2. make sure your pad is not dried and completely covered in rubbing compound. If it is, you will need to blow it with the compressor. Okay, now other side. Okay. And that already looks really nice. Now we will use polishing compound. Okay, for polishing we are using speed 4, a bit higher speed. And finally, wax. Okay, and now we are going to just buff it finally with microfiber cloth. Alright folks, there you have it. This is standard car detailing procedure that can be used here and really looks amazing. Alright. Okay. That's 50-year-old paint. Okay folks, I hope you found this useful. This is something I believe that everyone can do with their own bikes. It's even easier if you don't have a clear coat, if it's single stage. And sometimes there is really no need to paint these bikes if they are not, you know, paint is not really bad. You know, just buff it and put some wax on it, and you know, it gives it a really nice shine. It brings it back to life. Thank you so much for watching, and see you some next time.